going on, people? It is day 48 of our challenge. Beautiful day. I started off the day meeting with a lot of business leaders in Luzerne County. So let's give a quick shout out to,
in a quarter mile, turn left onto Dunmore Street,
Hazleton City Authority, First National Bank, Community Bank, the Honesdale National Bank, Barry Sets and Associates.
Go past this light, then at the next one, turn left.
The county manager for Luzerne County, president of A. Pickett Construction, Abbey Road Control, which is traffic control, and America's Fault. Very cool. So what I do after I meet with these people is I send them
at the light, turn left onto Dunmore Street.
their information into my cell phone. Email them saying it was a pleasure to meet you. Hopefully I can help you in the future. All I do,
in 3/4 of a mile, take a slight right turn to merge onto I-81 North.
that's kind of my game plan for when it comes to any and all marketing and intro. I try to be as upfront, but what I do, I give them a card, I ask for a card, I send them an email saying, hey, it was a pleasure meeting you at this event. My description is going to be super simple. Hey, pleasure meeting you. Hopefully we can do business in the future. Send. That's where our conversation usually ends. But the more people you get to meet, you add them to your cell phone, or hopefully you have a different too. You start to hedge, you could say, or wedge your way into a status of sorts. Trust, right? Because the more you're known by other people, the better chance that there is that you're trusted amongst a group of individuals, right? Especially in business, right? It's like sometimes it's the price, but other times it's, do they trust you? Do they like you? Like, do they want to do business? And can they trust you? And usually the people can't get past they trust you, right? So the way you break that trust, what I've done to break the trust.
Use the right lane to take a slight right turn to merge onto I-81
North. The best way that I've done it, and I know by the type of questions, by meetings, if they want to have a meeting just before they close up, I understand that people want security, right? So if you have a more seasoned gentleman that works with you, you can bring them along, and you either shadow them or they shadow you, and they can answer on behalf of you. So you're getting a little bit of, it's not collateral, but it's more like when other people work with you, that's how you show that you're trusted in a community. Because the community doesn't want to be wrong. They're spending good money to do whatever they are doing, especially in business. In other instances,
in 4.7 miles, take exit 194 onto US 6 West toward Clark Summit.
Once you join a group, so you can join a Chamber of Commerce, you can join a BNI group, you can visit Chamber of Commerce meetings, you can do all this stuff, and once you start collecting names, you start referencing those names in conversations. Yes, I am in a chamber meeting, I'm in this chamber, I'm here, because what you're doing is you're showing that you're in a group of people that are trusted, that are doing business in the area. People do like working with local companies. That's just like a battle that most people will never get over, because most people just would like to do with someone they can see, right? They want to know you have an office here. It's just stuff that most times you can overcome those objections. You just have to front load your script or front load that in the beginning, so you're not getting hit with it at the end, and then there's no way to combat it. Besides that, I got to go there. We met at a country club in Drums, PA. It was a great meeting. Got a bunch of cards. Then I went to a Penske in
Speed check reported ahead on I-81 North.
Northeast PA. After going to that Penske, we basically, we're gonna give them a price, a nice price to do the floor. Give or take when it comes to doing the work. 620 square feet. We're a little bit over 4 to do that, so it's not too bad. When it comes to hiring, when it comes to that, then we went to another job, priced that. That was another 7, and I scheduled a meeting for Tuesday next week. Scheduled another one for Monday, potentially next week at 1 p.m. give or take, to meet with a country club in Titanic. So it's going pretty well. It's just sometimes a slow process networking, especially if you're new to an area, or even if you're not new, but you're not known.
In 2 miles, take exit 194 onto US 6 West toward Clark Summit.
If you're not known in certain circles, you still have to rebuild the trust the same way anybody would have to do. You're just showing up every day, and people are going to slowly but surely begin to refer you. Hey, come look at my place. Hey, come look at this. And it's little things, right? But that's how you build that trust over a long period of time, especially if you're in a tight-knit community. It's sometimes not ideal, right? Because you want right now money, but that comes on the tail end of shaking enough hands to get there. And I know what it is, but it's just tough sometimes. You gotta sacrifice a little bit of right now, a little bit of time to meet and greet people, to associate yourselves with other people getting it in the community. And and this is what they say, like success kind of rubs off on you. By being around these people that are doing it, because you see that in your meeting, there's certain people that are the exception, right? You're like, no one, yeah, of course they're winning. But there are other people winning, and you're like, huh? This guy, random guy.
Use the right lane to take exit 194 onto US 6 West toward Clark Summit.
To receive, and with that being said, that was a good meeting. I had to drop off a fan deck at the textile mill because they ended up dropping the polished concrete.
Take the exit, then keep left onto US 6 West toward Clark Summit.
Yeah, just because of the ghosting is what they call it, is if there's linoleum down.
Use the left lane to keep left onto US 6 West toward Clark Summit. Then keep right onto US 6 West toward Clark Summit.
If there's been linoleum down for more than 2-3 years, basically if they're wiping the floor, mopping it, of course they're going to mop it. Water penetrates, seeps into the glue, that seeps into the actual concrete, and this colors the edges of that linoleum tile all the way throughout. So
keep right onto US 6 West toward Clark Summit. Then take the first right onto South Abington Road.
With that being said, it'll look at like a Walmart floor, but beautiful, beautiful floor. It just has a character to it depending on where the linoleum's at. So they ended up going with an epoxy, and I upcharged them Buffy's 40 cents, which is great, but it's really just a hedge, because when things go wrong, they tend to go really wrong. And you gotta know.
Go past this light, then at the next one, turn right.
Pricing, sometimes you're like, it seems a little high, and then you run into real issues. You run into phasing. You run into, you could say like issues that put you off a day, or add an extra day of demolition, or add an extra day of,
At the light, turn right onto South Abington Road.
now I'm on my way to another job. Stop by Depot. Gotta return something at Lowe's very shortly.
In 1.8 miles, turn left.
What else did I do? Besides that, I'm meeting at looking at a garage right now. Oh, I talked to a design agent for a architect firm, and I gave him some pricing, rough numbers. Spoke to another guy that gave me some really nice tips on how to branch off to start targeting engineering and architect firms by offering CEUs. Super cool. But with that being said, it's been an absolutely phenomenal day. I'm going to be meeting this guy in the next few minutes, and talk to you soon. Bye.